All right, we got some changes this week. So I removed the hoop house and my plant's looking pretty good. I'd say the vine is, I don't know, 5 feet long or so. But the size of these leaves are really nice. Happy with the plant so far. And we're starting to get some secondary development there. You starting to see them poking out. There's one over there. And there's another one. And we got one in the back. You can see it kind of going right there. It's kind of leaning back, which is fine. I was gonna take it off, but I think I'm gonna leave it now and I'm gonna just loop it around and try to keep it along the fence here. So I'm trying to keep that secondary vine. There's another secondary starting. Those are your male flowers right there starting. Oops, sorry for the blurriness. Starting right there. All in all, the plant's looking really good. We're gonna feed our plant a little bit of fish and some companion max right now. I'll show you how that entails. Now, nothing really to it. You want to be checking your soil for EC if you can. But all in all, starting to get some weed pressure here. Trying to keep it clear and out ahead of the plant. Don't want to be stepping on the soil. And we put down a little, you're gonna see here, a little bit of 10-10-10 fertilizer. Right there, you can see a little on the whole patch. So I'm hoping these vines come out, they'll start taking in those nutrients and the 10-10-10 that we put down. But all in all, looking pretty good. No flagging really, sun's out, which is a good sign. That means your root zone is getting pretty big and can handle the stress of the heat. And it's looking good. Just trying to train it, the main vine, to stay straight. And there's our little gate over there. But kind of just trying to train this right up the middle here. But we want to get about 15 secondaries behind the fruit. So that'll be kind of out here somewhere. But we're going to just see how many secondaries we can get before we set. But it's kind of, that's a better representation of how big it is. It's a good sized plant, it's really healthy. No complaints so far. Let's give it something to eat. All right, so we're gonna do a little feeding here right now with the giant pumpkin, companion max, and a little bit of that. And we're gonna be using our Hannah EC meter once we mix everything together. We're gonna do a little Alaska fish, 511. This is like a daily feed, something I feed the pumpkin every day. We're shooting for an EC of about 1. Get your hose. I'm gonna mix it up real quick. And we'll fire up our EC meter. 11. We're gonna go with that. A little low, but not too bad. We're gonna go with a 0.7 EC and we'll just get the watering here. All right, we're just gonna apply in front of the plant here. And then get as close as we can here. Plant's looking really nice. Nice green color, not nitrogen bloated or anything. And we're gonna spin around on this side. You kind of want to extend out your watering as far as you can. And then I'm gonna go around the back there. I'm gonna get around the crown of the plant. Okay, so I just wanna show you guys real quick. So every leaf node, you're gonna have this little white dot on top of your plant. And what you wanna do is take some of your soil and just cover that spot. And that's gonna shoot a root up from the top of the vine and go into your soil. So you wanna be burying those vines, but I wanna be careful not to bury your secondary that's coming out there. So just gonna bury that, and that should help encourage some roots, and it helps so your plant doesn't roll over in the wind. It kind of just gives it a little bit of weight, a little stability to your vine. So that's nothing to it there. So we're just gonna do that and cover it over. That's definitely something you want to be doing for your giant pumpkins. All right, there you have it, guys. There's our plant this week, and it's looking looking a lot bigger since last week. So doing all right. We gotta keep the dirt fluffed, stay off our soil, start watching out for bugs, maybe hit with metacloprid next week, maybe some biofin on the leaves. Cucumber beetles will be out soon, but like and subscribe to our page, and until next time, grow 'em big.